Now for an extra special presentation this evening, we'd like to honor the award's 40th anniversary by inviting Tony Quinones, CEO of Bright Path Labs, to the stage to honor our past Paycom Jim Thorpe Award recipients here celebrating with us tonight. Tony, let's give him a hand.
Thank you, Mike, and the Thorpe Award and the Thorpe family to be a part of this incredible special opportunity and part of this milestone celebration. When I had an opportunity to start a company a few years ago, I'm not really good at coming up with the creative side of it, but it's kind of funny, I guess, the creative side of coming up with the name of a company. And it just so happened when I hear a lot of stories about faith and your history, your past, what you overcome, what you do. Well, I think this is something that's in some surreal way. I can't believe I am standing here because on this day, there's a lot of things that came together on this day, but also a lot of things that didn't come together when I was growing up. I grew up in Iowa, and in that area of Iowa, there's a community, the Meskwaki, the Sauk Fox, and some, shout it out, and some Apache. We all were in the area, in the community, and it's not a lot of big, large Native communities, so we all would come together, do ceremony, learn from one another, and communicate. And growing up as a kid, I would try to resonate, try to connect with, okay, well, what does that mean outside of my community? I didn't know very many, grew up in a small town, and I think as I was trying to figure it out, I was in the library and I came across a book, and it really hit me, and I was like, okay, there is someone like me, and his name is Jim Thorpe, and his name really grabbed his book, and I too am dyslexic, and did my best. I went through the pictures, tried to understand the story. And as I started to really understood the story, I really clicked with me. And at that time, from 10 all the way through, I knew he was an athlete. I wanted to be an athlete. I became an athlete. I became a college All-American, a college wrestling coach. My former coach is out here, Leroy Smith, at Arizona State University. And when we're driving through all of this, my career, my life, it is literally that story. And I wrote it in the in what we had to write about our company in the program. And it was really about resilience. It's about fight. It's like about, you can't quit. You literally cannot quit no matter what someone tells you. You lost your shoes got stolen, you're not good enough, you're not any of that. It's like, you know what, I don't care. I've heard it enough in my life. I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm gonna look past it. And you know what, I'm gonna build and I'm gonna grow and make a company, and I'm gonna make medicine. And that's what my company does, Bright Path. And it is inspired by the Thorpe, and by Jim Thorpe, and by that resilience and that fight and that never, ever, ever quit, never give up, no matter what your circumstances are. I am a former college wrestling coach that works in the pharmaceutical industry. I have no reason to do what I do, but I make medicine. My company makes medicine. We make non-addictive pain meds. We make cancer drugs. And we do that because I believe that no one should go without their medicine and their opportunity to heal. There's no way that someone shouldn't have medicine. Just the way no one should have shoes. No way that no one should have a meal. So I believe our company's responsibility is to give back and to be a part of community. And one of the first ways, this is the first time we've ever done anything like this, in the short 6-7 years of my company. But there's no better experience to think I'm in the same room with the Thorpe family. I'm in the room with other people that actually like to hit other people, defensive backs. And Leroy and I know, as former college wrestling coaches, about the only guys you get to see on the field that know how to do a double leg are D-backs. They really know how to lay it in. They like it. And you know what? I like watching them. So it's the most perfect award for us to be a part of. And again, thank you for the opportunity. So still would like to start out this part of the program, please welcome this next part of the program, Bennie Blades. Yep, start to come up. Just start reading their name. Okay. Bennie, come up. Terrell Buckley, come on up. Antonio Langham, come up. Greg Myers, Derrick Strait, Michael Huff, Malcolm Jenkins, Morris Claiborne, Gerod Holliman, Desmond King, Trey Taylor, and Jahdae Barron. And Caleb Downs, can you come up, please?
Ladies and gentlemen, for over 40 years, as you heard, the Paycom Jim Thorpe Award has been recognizing college football's best defensive back. We wanted to do something a little different this year, so we partnered with our friends over at MTM Recognition and came up with a special 40th anniversary ring. Yes, on the front of the ring it says Paycom Jim Thorpe Award 1986, which was the year we were founded. On one side of the ring is the Thorpe Award trophy. It's so unique. When people come by the Oklahoma Sports Hall of Fame and see that statue, they know exactly who it is. On the other side of the ring, it mentions the winner's last name and the year that he won the award. So these rings are one of one. And thank you for being patient with us tonight. I want to thank Tony for his support, Bright Path Laboratories for their support in making this happen. Without them, we wouldn't have these rings. And so I ask at this time if you would please join me in giving one big round of applause to our award winners, to Tony and to Bright Path Labs.